bitches. Welcome to Bravo and Blaze, where we're going to get lit off all the latest going on in the Bravo TV world. This is a safe and uncensored space to discuss our love for everything pop culture and 420 related. So grab your can of goodies and let's get lit. Yes, we are live. I hope you can hear me okay. I have my IG live going on, but again, please join us on YouTube because I have the visuals. I'm sharing my screen. This is going to be great. I'm Jenny Blaze, and we are live for Scandoval Day 21. I don't know if I should keep counting the days anymore. It's like, I don't know, life BS before Scandoval. It's all BS now. But if you are live with us, you can join in on the interactive chat on YouTube and see all the wonderful visuals for today's episode. However, if you are a podcast listener, don't worry because all episodes are available on Spotify, Apple, Google Podcast, Stitcher, and iHeartRadio. Before we get started, I need to just give a little disclaimer. Y'all got me worked up this week. Not really, but I mean, I was sick and resting a lot. Resting meaning being in bed on my phone. So it was like overdrive Scandoval for the last week. And a lot has gone on, but this is for entertainment purposes only, okay? I'm not your source for world news or facts. I do some fact checking sometimes, but like I just go off of, like the reliable sources that we have. And then sometimes I hear a lot of rumors, whatever. This is for entertainment, okay? And this is for fun. This is a non-toxic zone, non-toxic-ish. And I'm just simply documenting my emotional journey throughout Scandoval with you all. So for one, I mean, this is pretty much like group therapy, I feel like. Because let's be honest, Tom Sandoval has psychologically attacked all of us. At least that's how it feels to me. I mean, look at Luann. She's pissed. She is not okay. Not well. B. All right, I'm getting off track. I do have like notes and a script, I swear. Kind of. But as always, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Oh my goodness, I'm messing up my words already. Subscribing, reviewing, sharing, liking, and or leaving a 5-star rating is incredibly appreciated and helps this show to continue to grow. Also, don't forget our social media handle is at Bravo and Blaze on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere pretty much. And as you know, bravoandblaze.com has all sorts of fun Bravo-inspired merch and products from all your favorite shows. Like this one. This is like full. If you know where this is from, it says Grandfather MFer. If you know what show that's from, drop it in the comments. Delish. Okay. What else now? Oh, I have visuals here. Let me share my screen here. My beautiful thumbnail. As you can see, we have Ariana and Shayna. I took a quick snapshot of them during the mid-season trailer where Ariana is screaming, and then Shayna's got her bucket hat on. I'm wondering what the thought process was when Shayna's like, I'm going to put on this bucket hat before I go over to Ariana's and cry and say how she was filled with rage. And this is a full-blown love affair. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to get to that. But before we do, if you've been following along, you may know that I am a former IT and business management consultant for over 15 years with one of the best, actually multiple, because I worked at a few of them, but at top global consulting firms. And I've helped 8-figure businesses grow to 9-figure businesses and essentially help people make more money with their businesses. That's why watching the Toms and now Ariana and Katie, it's like, we'll get to it. Okay. But anyways, if you're looking for digital strategy and business solution consulting professional services, please make sure to check out Cannabis Mom Boss. In addition to helping entrepreneurs grow their businesses, the mission of Cannabis Mom Boss is to empower others to safely and confidently come out of the quote-unquote green closet and modernize the perception of today's cannabis consumers. Normally, BS, before Scandoval, Cannabis Mom Boss is live on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern here on the same YouTube channel, which is also available for replay if you missed the live stream. And if you are a podcast listener, you are in luck because Cannabis Mom Boss is also available on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. We will resume with Cannabis Mom Boss after Scandoval, if that all happens. I'm hoping that after the reunion airs, to me, that's going to be like we can move on from Scandoval, hopefully. But this ish is wild. All right. Scandoval. Oh my gosh. Scandoval gave me this pimple, I think. IG, please come over to YouTube. We have an interactive chat and we have visuals. I'm sharing my screen. Okay. Quick recap. Since Scandoval broke on March 3rd, obviously, we all know the world has changed. I have temporarily rebranded to All Things Scandoval. Like I said, probably till the end of the season. But if you're new, please check out my latest blog post. I have a little thumbnail here from day 19. And this is where, in between my live streams, there's still so much going on. So I was like, oh my gosh, let me post a blog just to have all the links to all the videos that I have done so far on IG and on YouTube. I put them all in one place in chronological order in case anyone wants to witness me spiraling in chronological order. And also, since the last recording, I also had a request for some Team Ariana merch, so I put together, we have a cropped sweatshirt, a unisex sweatshirt, and a V-neck t-shirt. If anyone's interested, links are in the show notes. Let's get to Vanderpump Rules. So much going on. Oops. Okay, didn't want to show that yet. All right, I'm switching over to going through all my IG stories. This is like my IG stories. I have them saved. So there's like story highlights on Bravo and Blaze. And you can go back from the very beginning, but that's essentially how I was trying to like track everything that's been going on. It's like essentially the Scandoval journal, diary. Okay. So let's go. See, I've been sick. I mentioned that already, but here, first thing. This is from Dumas, reposted by Face Reality 16. Sandoval, Ariana, and Raquel had a threesome, and Sandoval continued to pursue Raquel after that. In an interview at the Vanderpump premiere, an interview asked Sandoval about his open relationship. He denies it, and Schwartz says not anymore. The interview goes one step further and asks if you guys ever did a throuple, anyone on the cast you'd want to be part of it. Sandoval says, I don't know, but Schwartz says, didn't it already happen? I think I might have showed this video, or I definitely shared it, I'm pretty sure. Sandoval says, referring to Raquel, at that point, Sandoval gives a death stare to Schwartz, and they played off about Lala and Ariana from seasons ago. On last night's Watch What Happens Live, Katie said she's not surprised the affair was with Rachel. Yes, there's more red flags in that she knows a little about the affair's origin story, but Refuse to say anymore, getting uncomfortable, saying I can't, biting her tongue. I don't like this threesome rumor, okay? Just want to get that out there. Andy gets ready for... I'm going to skip through a lot because, like I said, there's a lot of... I have so many stories. We'll be here all day if I go through every single one. Essentially, when people post about finding Easter eggs in prior footage, I'm reposting that because someone has footage of the Toms in Big Bear back in January. This is from Vanderpump Rules party on Instagram where Raquel was there. Bravoholics reposted a video where Tom is singing and like pointing out into the crowd. Here, let me open it up. I have an arrow here. He's pointing up and like singing to one person or spot, and then this video, it pans up right here. She's right there, guys. Oh my god, I can't take it. Okay, how it feels being a Bravo fan? Yeah, we're beat up, essentially. I posted the audio. I really am concerned about Coachella, but we'll get into that later. I reposted, this is off topic. This is about Real Housewives of New Jersey. Why is Melissa talking about Teresa's hairline? Seems so petty to me. Anyways, whatever. Moving on. I love the memes. Okay, so Lala, according to page 6, said, I think he was getting off on the creeping around. Obviously. Welcome to Earth, Lala. Oh, yeah, so this week has been a lot. People have been trolling me. Just, people are worked up and people are upset. So I was reacting to it and it's all in the stories. This audio, there's a video of Tom Sandoval playing the whatever drums, bongos, and the audio, which you can't hear on here, and I'm trying to figure it out, but for some reason it's not doing it. I gotta get my sound engineer on top of that, but I'm the sound engineer, so, priorities. But the audio is like, this is your man. This guy. It never gets old. Oh, I repost. So if you haven't, there's so many side podcasts that are going on that you kind of need to like, it just supplements the story and all of the clues and the pieces. You got like Shayna's podcast, you have Kristen's podcast, Stassi's, Lala's. Kristen Dowdy went on to Nick Viles. I don't even know who that guy is, but he did say something that I freaking loved, and I'll never forget this. He said, friends don't help you keep your secrets. Friends help you keep your character. And I really love that because he said that right after Kristen was pointing out that Schwartz had Ariana in his wedding as his groomsman, and how, like, as a friend, it's just all messed up. Did Schwartz know? What else? Forbes, Bravo. Oh, here's the interview where they're talking about the threesome. Okay, and then side note, in the background, I always have Bravo playing, but because Scandoval, instead of having like Bravo on cable playing, I did for a while because they're playing Vanderpump Rules, but then it started getting confusing because I started a rewatch, and now I'm starting season 5 now, but in the past week, I've been posting little like nuggets of clips that I'm finding, like where Tom Sandoval's like, I'm an amazing friend, I would never backstab my friends, and blah, 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 like basically just supporting evidence to show that he's a hypocrite and maybe a sociopath. Just saying. James Kennedy. I love James Kennedy, by the way. And last night, I really love him even more, and I'll talk about that when we get to that part. Oh my gosh, I really want Rihanna to weigh in on Scandoval because she's commenting on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip posts, and I need to know what she thinks about Scandoval. So please, Rihanna, somebody, we need Rihanna. Oh my gosh, so here's just more footage of Sandoval dressed as Raquel. That's the creepiest thing, right? Shout out to Frankie Smoke, one of my partners, sponsors, who sent me, oh my gosh, I don't have it on. I should have worn it, but she sent me a 420 necklace. She does luxury cannabis accessories and jewelry and home goods. Love her stuff. Gorgeous. Oh, Shazam came out over the weekend, and the only thing I could think of is Shazam wears this like lightning bolt superhero costume, and I was like, I bet you Tom Sandoval wishes that was like his superhero costume. 100%. He probably has like posters of Shazam somewhere up in his room, in his new apartment that he's gonna get because he has to move out. I said it. What else? So Us Weekly was posting some more stuff over the weekend. Nothing new, I don't think, but I reposted this quote from Us Weekly. They have confided to pals that it's love and they have fallen hard for each other. It's no excuse for what they did and the people they hurt, but they see a long-term future together. Only time will tell if their bond can survive the backlash. Class action lawsuit. Go check out Caduce. I'm sure you're all following, but he's been doing great Scandoval cartoons. Let's see, we got Stassi commenting. Daryl's been interviewed. Lala's attorney Daryl's been getting interviewed. Scandoval is worldwide, okay? Like, this is really big news. And it's so crazy to me. What else? Still Us Weekly posting. More evidence of Sandoval being a narcissist. We got that. I'm gonna skip that one. Okay, this one. Bywig, hello drama. So before this date, what date was this? This was 6 days ago. Okay, so there was like almost 2 full weeks of Scandoval happening, and the biggest question that I got, honestly, was, but aren't you so mad at Raquel? Because I was focused on Sandoval. I have been focused on Sandoval. I think he is really the one who is diabolical in this whole scenario. Raquel, on the other hand, like, yes, obviously what she did is so beyond messed up. However, for someone to do something like that, I feel like there has to be something like severely damaged in their soul, or like something, I don't know, some kind of stunted emotional growth or psychological growth, or maybe severe trauma that's never been healed. Like, I see Raquel more as like a wounded Bambi-eyed bee versus like this devilish, like really malicious person that most people, I feel like, have been taking from this, right? So on Reddit, Bywig Hello Drama reposted this from Reddit, and it says, I am a licensed therapist, which, take this with a grain of salt. We don't know if this is real. This could be Raquel's PR for all we know, okay? So just take this with a grain of salt. I am a licensed therapist, so yes, I tend to see the good in people, or at the very least, try to understand how they got that way. Hear me out. See, that's kind of how I am too. Then they had a bullet point. Raquel is adopted. Her birth mom gave her to her younger sister because younger sister couldn't conceive, I think. Parentheses. So her aunt is her bio mom. which I do remember they said that on like a reunion or something, and I was like, what? This is like kind of strange. But anyways, anecdotally, through my own work with adoptees and having adopted relatives, as well as academically via research, adoptees have some of the most significant attachment wounds to try and conquer. This is because the act of adoption is considered attachment trauma and often occurs during the most sensitive time of our brain development, infancy. Again, I don't know if this is like true. I don't know who wrote this. This is on Reddit, okay? People, just take it with a grain of salt. Even if a newborn doesn't literally remember being taken from their birth mom, their body and their psyche still does. I don't know if I believe that. After all, they just spent 9 to 10 months in their mother's womb. Okay, sure. Bonding with her and acclimating to her voice, personality, etc. Yes, I don't want to downplay that. To then be taken away from her after birth, this is highly disorienting and feels literally fatal. Babies rely on caregivers to survive. This is not me bashing adoption. There are so many scenarios where adoption helps build families that otherwise couldn't have, also allows women more choices in pregnancy. However, from the baby's perspective, it doesn't matter if the adoption was pure intention or the best option logically, or even if they end up with the perfect adopted parents, it still feels like rejection and a loss of safety. Because of this, as adults, adoptees often hold negative subconscious beliefs around worthiness. If my own parents gave me up, how could I ever be worthy or lovable? This sets them up for major self-esteem problems and therefore difficulties in relationships. This does not mean that I condone her behavior. Our trauma does not give us the right to hurt others the way she has hurt Ariana. However, it does give us insight on her as a person. I do not believe she is this cold, calculated sociopath that people have made her out to be. Instead, I think she's a sad and lonely girl who is desperate for attention, even if that attention would have toxic consequences. Maybe she was unconsciously trying to conquer her core trauma by saying, look, someone finally chose me against all odds. I am lovable after all. Thanks for letting me psychoanalyze. We'll love to hear people's thoughts. I know it's controversial. No matter what, I'm still #Team Ariana. There's this picture. Ay, these two. So, okay, I don't know if I believe in everything that I just read. Like, I don't know what happens in babies' psyche if they're, taken away from their birth mother. Like, if they hold that in, like, I'm sure there's some kind of subconscious impact, but I don't know. Oh, someone just said her team planted that. Yes. Like I said before I started reading, it could have been from her PR person who wrote this or whatever, for all we know. But I did think that it was important. I don't know if it's important, but it's noteworthy because, like I said, one of the biggest questions has been like, aren't you so mad at Raquel? It's like I felt very mean girl, like, but aren't you so mad at Gretchen? And my response, I guess it was a pretty bitchy thing to do, but I guess she just likes attention. And that's kind of how I feel. Like it is applicable, this mean girl scenario. But that's why I don't know. I don't know who the real Raquel is. And last night's episode made me feel like maybe the real Raquel is coming out. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to continue. We'll get there. There's a lot. We're only on March 17th, last Friday. St. Patty's Day. Okay. Oh my gosh. Did you guys remember that Tom Sandoval did a photo shoot with Jessica Simpson's father? So random. And it was kind of a weird photo shoot. Okay. Hey, happy St. Patty's Day. Oh, so Shayna, I don't know if it was on her podcast, but she said she fully intends on going to the reunion, which we know is happening today. And everyone's like, how is she going to go? Is Raquel Raquel hadn't even confirmed yet at that point. So it's still up in the air as far as the timeline goes for the stories that I'm sharing. Which, by the way, if you're on Instagram, come over to YouTube. I know there's people that come in and out. So I just want to make sure I remind. And sorry for everyone who has already been here or listening. It's like, we know. Okay. Okay, so this is when I start rewatching season 3. And guys, I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole on this whole Miami girl. Because the first episode, Kristen and James are together, and James is so worked up over this Miami girl thing. He's like, he told her to go in the bathroom and prove that she had a period or whatever. I love James Kennedy. And I was like, wait, Tom made the Miami girl go in the bathroom and prove that she got her period? Like, so many things wrong with this. One, that was like a one night stand type of thing, right? Like, why? What man feels like that is okay to say to a woman in the first place? Second, like, I can't even imagine a boyfriend or husband demanding something like that. I'd be like, no, like, F off, right? Like, that's just weird. And then after she did prove it, he still said, like, we're going to have sex or whatever. So this is crazy. I'm going to skip over some of these. Oh, never forget Tom's apology video, which I kind of wish. So if you go back, Shayna's birthday, Kristen and Tom were talking at the bar, and James comes up, and James is James or whatever, and he is the OG Honda Civic selfie disc creator, because I think Tom said, oh, what? Get out of here, James. Why don't you go take more selfies with your Beamer? And he's like, oh, take more selfies with my Beamer? How about you go take some selfies with your Honda Civic? And that's when, I don't know if it was right then, but like shortly after, Tom Sandoval like mushed James Kennedy's face, and then a whole fight broke out. And then, and it was Shayna's birthday party. So then they cut to Shayna crying, and she's like, why is this happening? It was very like Nancy Kerrigan, is that her name? The why me with her knee, the Olympics, ice skating, you guys know what we're talking about. That's kind of the vibe I was getting. So then that night, Tom goes, I guess he was talking to Jax or something, he's like, yeah, my phone my texts weren't working. All I could do was send video. So he sent this apology video to Shayna for 4.5 minutes where he's crying. Oh my gosh. So funny. I kind of want that same thing I want that for us for this Scandoval thing. Like, I need a full breakdown moment on camera from Tom Sandoval. I mean, I feel like he lives for that anyways. Like, it's so on brand for him to want to, like, be dramatic. And, like, I'm actually starting to think, like, do you think him and Raquel, like, I just see Raquel as being, like, easily manipulated. So, like, I just don't even consider her input, really. But I can see Sandoval being, like, listen, this will be great. We'll have like this hot, steamy affair, and like I'll even dress the part and like look creepy with a mustache, and like we'll have these moments that they'll be able to flash back to, and then we'll have this big moment at the reunion, and like it just feels so on brand for him to like really concoct this whole thing and like really love the drama side of it, to be able to like cry on camera. Because in an old reunion, I don't know, it might have been season 1 or 2, but in an old reunion, Jax apologized to Tom. I don't know if it was for sleeping with Kristen, but he apologized, and Tom was like, it doesn't matter. I feel like he just apologizes to do it so people feel empathy for him, that, oh, look at him, he he humbled himself and gave this apology or whatever. So Tom Sandoval, like, if you look back there, it's like creepy. That's creepy. I want to keep going. Oh, so at this point, this is still St. Patrick's Day. Raquel, there's information coming out that she isn't sure if she wants to attend the reunion. Guys, I'm telling you, this emotional roller coaster is no joke. Lala goes on Heather McDonald's Juicy Scoop, and I swear, I don't really like go and listen to Lala's stuff, and like I don't get that excited to listen to her stuff because one, she talks such a huge game, and she also has like no credibility. So every time she gets all like gangster or whatever, it makes me laugh because I'm like, it's kind of like when Jen Shaw would start screaming and yelling, and like I laugh all the time because I'm like, it's so ridiculous that I can't help but laugh. And so I don't even know what Lala said on Heather McDonald's show. She's like talking smack about Raquel and Tom, I'm sure. But I'm just like, every time, how can Lala has no leg to stand on. So it just makes me laugh even more. Something that came up that I thought was really cool. James Kennedy, DJ James Kennedy, is going to be at the Hall of Flowers. And if you guys don't know, the Hall of Flowers, he's going to be, okay, so I'm going to, oh, damn it. All right, I'm at the Hall of Flowers Instagram account. It's an industry-only, business-to-business trade show, and it's May 3rd to 4th in Santa Rosa, California. And James Kennedy is one of the first to be announced in the After Dark by Gelato Canico official after party. Then it says, Pump Rules Bravo's very own It's James Kennedy. James will be kicking off After Dark with a DJ set and emceeing the rest of the night. More announcements to come within the next few days. You don't want to miss this. Should I go? I don't know if I should go or not. I kind of want to go now. Like, I wasn't planning on going to that, but now that DJ James Kennedy is going to be there, I might go. Just kidding. I don't know. I got to look at it some more. But anyways, I thought that was cool. Oh, so I went live last Friday night on my backup account, Bravo and Blazed with a D. And as you can see, my main account, IG Lives, have been given back. I gained the privilege. I guess they just like kicked me out for a week or whatever. But when you switch accounts, your filters on IG Lives are different. So I was like, damn it, I don't like any of these filters. But then I found this Galaxy Star filter, Galaxy Light thing, and I use that for my IG Live. If you know, you know. Okay. Vanderpumping, that's my new term. Okay. So also in the last week, a lot has been coming up around Tom Schwartz's roommate, Joe, J-O, who we found out, this is posted by Real Vanderpump. Kristen Dowdy reveals why she stopped talking to her best friend of 8 years, Joe. Does it have to do with Schwartz? Okay, let me see. Oh, she mentioned it on the Vile Files, that podcast. Could it have been a double crossover? Oh, wait, sorry. Could it have been a double cover? Schwartz and Raquel dating was a cover because Sandoval and Raquel were actually dating, while also Schwartz and Joe were dating, allowing their double dates to go unnoticed, guys. Do you think this is conspiracy theories? I think. I don't know. But it feels right. Oh, boy. And so also we found out from Kristen that Joe was her friend for 8 years, used to do Kristen's hair and Stassi's hair, I think, which actually Stassi's hair always looked really good. So this sucks if she is really good at hair, because I would hate to lose a Glam Squad member. But yeah, so I guess Tom Schwartz and Joe were already living together at this point that we're watching in the show, because he mentioned it last week when the stylist, Shayna had a stylist come over and they were trying on clothes and getting rid of stuff. And he's like, oh, don't throw that out. That looks like, my roommate Joe might like that. So were they really roommates or were they dating? Like, what the hell is that all about? And Katie must have known at this point, right? Because they have shared custody of their dogs. So Katie must have known. I need to know what Katie thinks about this. Let's move on. Because I'm rewatching, the number one guy in this group scene keeps coming up, and I just love it. Ooh, I did a poll because Block by Jax posted a meme that said, when the Valley Village house eventually goes on the market, and they show the realtor saying, and this is where Tom pretended to bring Rachel water at 4 a.m., and I did a poll, would you want to live in their old house? And 67% said no. 33% said yes. And so I thought about this from a business standpoint. I think Katie and Ariana should buy that house. Buy out Sandoval, kick him out. Goodbye. They can either live there together and be like a badass platonic power couple, running their businesses and whatever. If they wind up, settling down with someone else, they can go get another house and like, in addition to the house that they have, whatever. Anyways, another option, I don't know. Obviously, there would have to be some market research done, but I don't know what the like Airbnb situation is out there. What if they turn this house into like an Airbnb, and so they buy Tom out, goodbye Tom. Katie and Ariana have, this is another business venture, okay, separate from something about her. This house is a separate business venture that, like I said, they could either live in or they could rent out on Airbnb. And if they did Airbnb, I feel like they could look at the comps in the area and maybe even go up in price as far as their rental to give an additional experience. Like, this might be like kind of crazy and maybe they don't do exactly like this, but what if they like just leaned into this Scandoval and like have a Scandoval experience room, like all of this, like I think it would do well, honestly. It has potential, at least. I didn't do all the numbers, okay? So this is not full advice right now, but it's worth looking into, right? Because she already owns the house and she's doing business with Katie anyways. I'm really liking this idea. Anyways, I'm gonna move on. This is me getting annoyed. Oh, so I commented on someone else's post, right? About how I think they had the scene of Raquel in the car on the girls' trip where she was talking about how she wanted to move out while James was traveling to like break up with him, which I thought that was wild to begin with. But then on top of it, she was like, yeah, James said some really awful things about my father and my mother. And she repeated what he said about her mother, which was, he said, he called her like a fat bitch or something. And I thought, because don't forget, Raquel comes off as if I don't know, just fat bitch seems like very vulgar for her. Like, for me, fat bitch does not really affect me that much. But for her, I felt like, I don't know, for some reason I just felt like that was vulgar from her, like just what she's portrayed to us. And so for her to repeat it on camera, and I guess she repeated it on a podcast too. So she's been repeating this multiple times. I feel like it almost has more to do with her mom, which goes back to the whole psychoanalysis thing from Reddit, right? Like, I almost feel like she was not trying to consciously, but like maybe subconsciously trying to hurt her mother, right? Oh, patient ether, I said fat bitch is bad. Yeah, if fat bitch is bad, I'm 100%, but like, I'm just saying, like, I have a little thicker skin, I guess. So to me, it's not like that bad, but whatever. Anyways, let's see, going back. So, and people are like, that's not vile, whatever. Like, I don't know. I just thought she could have, and maybe I'm being influenced by Lala because I heard Lala, maybe it was on the Heather McDonald thing. Lala said something like, she didn't have to reveal that information. She chose to reveal that information, whereas she could have been like, she could have said like, James said some really nasty things and just left it at that. And because like, my thing is, and yes, people are saying like, I think she was trying to hurt James more. Like, I understand that part, but it's like, we already know James says vile things. Like, he said, he went up to Katie and was like, are you pregnant? Congratulations. Like, that was pretty bad. So I already know that James has a foul mouth, and that part is not surprising to me. Or I guess maybe she might have thought like, oh my God, if I tell the world that he said my mom's a fat bitch, then people would think he's so awful. And it's like, I already know James is awful like that. Like, I don't need, more assurance of that. So I just thought that was weird. So then this plays into what I just mentioned about Katie and Ariana. Hear me out. And this is a joke, people, okay? Calm down. Take a Xanax. I said, what if women start becoming platonic power couples and men, this is the joke part, devolve into prostitutes? And I think this came to me because Chelsea Handler has a bit where she talks about, she's like, I'm a single woman and I don't want to ski alone. So I hired a ski instructor and, we would just ski together. And then eventually we started sleeping together. And so essentially he became my prostitute. And I was just laughing at that. So again, this is a joke, people. But it came to me, and I've had this sci-fi rom-com idea in my head for like over 10 years, where like fast forward, men have devolved and like their only purpose is to be like sperm donors. And like there's a whole rom-com story plot to this that I won't reveal because it's intellectual property. But I'm just kidding, I just ran out of breath. But this idea came to me. I was talking to someone in DMs where I said, I was like, I would marry Ariana and make sure no one ever hurt her ever again. But then I was like, but I'm married already. So maybe her and Katie should become the power couple. And then I said, I may have just solved the world's problems. Honestly. Kidding. So yes, I've been sick. Because I've been sick and I was just chilling in bed all weekend, I was able to like work on some of my video editing skills. So I did a little bit of work on this meme here that's on my grid. I was proud of it, so just wanted to give myself a shout out. Let's see. I'm going to skip over this. Justice for Kristen. Oh, this is the green dress moment where she goes to the house for like the apartment for the third time to get her mail. And I don't know if that's when she got her DVR or whatever, but this is just a testament to like how long we've been like, we're invested, okay? We've seen like this couch. We've seen this apartment, the Tom Sandoval apartment, that he lived in with Kristen and Ariana. Like, we've been in this for the long haul. And so while I'm watching like season 3, you know, it's when Kristen's like trying to out Tom, and she's talking about how, you know, she was really hurt over their breakup and the fact that like he's now dating the girl that she thought he was cheating on her with, and it kind of like basically validated all of her fears, while at the same time his words, everything he would say to her was invalidating like their 6-year relationship together and calling her crazy. And now looking back after knowing everything, he is mentally and emotionally abusive. Like what he did to Kristen, like granted, Kristen is not innocent. We know this. It doesn't matter. It could be Kristen, it could be Ariana, it could be Raquel, it could be anyone. The way he treated her, what he did was so awful. So awful. So allegedly Bravo posted Scandoval was already happening when Raquel left Havasu. April 2022 Scandoval begins. This is them at Coachella. She posted, I'm on an island. August 2022, Charlotte York Maddox crosses the Rainbow Bridge. Allegedly Bravo wrote, the thing about documenting your entire life on the internet is that after shit hits the fan, it's so easy to make a timeline of your bad acts. Yes, this is what I love about social media. If we didn't know about Scandoval, then witnessing Rachel's panic attack in the SUV leaving Vegas was seemingly brought on by being overtired, overstimulated, hungover, and in a car with people who just talk shit on her. But now that we have a timeline provided to us by Sandoval and Raquel, we know that she was already in the throes of this affair with Sandy when the panic attack happened. I think it was right of Rachel to leave the trip because she didn't want to be there and the other girls didn't want her there. And I think when she left, her intention was to surprise Sandoval at boys' night because she knew Ariana would be at home and she had him to herself. Oh my gosh, this is what I think about when I wake up on Saturday morning. I didn't even go in that deep, but yeah, I do think that they were already together at this point. So I did a poll. Where is it? Let me get to it. Right here. When did the relationship become inappropriate? 50% said before Coachella. That's what I believe. Like at Coachella or before. 38% think at Coachella. So Coachella has a lot to do with this. And then 12% think boys' night. I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay, Socialite Gossip has this post. This goes back to Joe. Okay. This is a comment from the other post that I just had up. But Katie, Music Kills Kate, Joe is spooky. I mean, none of us could stand to be around her. Her energy is on par with a crackhead. But when Tom and I announced our divorce almost a year ago, the last thing she texted me was, in quotes, Bieber loves you. I love you. And I'm so supporting of your inner thoughts and visions. Live in the moment. You're a gem and I've always respected you. I love you. XO Joe. End quote. And then she wrote, she is a psycho and I will also light her on fire with Rachel. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What's with the slashes? That's what I want to know. Who put slashes? Like, it almost looks like it's in place of a period, but it's not real. It's like music lyrics. Weird. Okay. Oh, here's the shirt. I was feeling Ja Rule beats. Okay. So I'm watching back. Okay. A lot of things are coming to me lately through my rewatch. So James came on the scene through Tom Sandoval. Okay? They were supposed to make music together. You know how Tom is with his music. They were supposed to make music together, and they became friends first, but then him and Kristen had just broken up. James was going to move in with Tom, but then James and Kristen started hooking up. And so from watching the old scenes, I'm feeling like there's some deep, like trauma or like some unresolved issues with James. Because don't forget, before this, Tom Sandoval he had Jack sleep with his girlfriend, Kristen, while they were together. And I feel like that was like unresolved trauma that he never dealt with. So imagine you get your girlfriend cheats on you with one of your good friends. That same girl, your ex-girlfriend, like starts sleeping with your new friend who's supposed to live with you. Like he was probably looking at James as his new Tom Schwartz. That's what I'm gathering. Hold on, let's see. He goes, so this is James after he's dating Kristen. They're talking about going, I think it was Shayna and Mike Shea's bachelorette party or whatever. And Tom didn't want James to go. So James went up to him and was like, hey, I just don't want like anything kind of to blow up. And then Tom says, yeah, I thought we talked about that. He goes, well, we really didn't talk about it, Tom. I said, well, no, we did. We just said we'll go back to how it was, and it was never okay, ignoring each other. I feel like you've got so much hatred towards me when it's... Kristen's peeking in the background. Like, Jax did this to you while you were with Kristen. So that must see, this is, so James just brought up the initial trauma of Jax and Kristen hooking up. And Tom says, first of all, I'm going to stop you right there. Hit a nerve? There are a lot of differences between the situation with you and Jax. I don't need someone like you in my life, man. I don't need to be cool with you. Guys, there's so much to this. There's like so many layers involved. Like, I really truly feel like Tom Sandoval, being like, if he's a true narcissist, he must resent James so much for what he did. I almost wonder now, like, would Tom try to hit on Brittany to get back at Jax someday? I don't know. Oh my God. Andy just posted. Oh my God. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. Heart, comment. I'm ready. Yes, I did it. Okay. Going back to the stories. Oh no. How am I going to find where we left off? Okay. Oh my gosh. Are we on the 18th? What day did we? Okay. Yeah, we're past the 18th. This is on the weekend. Okay, here we go. Joe and Raquel. Oh, yeah. So Joe's like another character in this. Bryce Sander. He posted, or he has an interview with Raquel from BravoCon, and she's wearing the lightning bolt necklace. Oh, this is a good scene from season 3, I believe. So I said, Tom seems more upset that Jax gets to do whatever he wants, aka cheat and lie, while they have his back, but he doesn't reciprocate. So Tom is yelling at Jax saying, if me or you would have even put our effing arm around a girl, he would be yelling it. Be on top of a mountain. He would stand on top of the bar at Sir and effing shout it. He's done 100 times worse things than me, Schwartz, and Peter put together, and we constantly have his back, and he always effing throws us under the bus. Gross. It's ridiculous. It really angered me because it's like Jax just does whatever the F he wants. Maybe I'll just tell him he needs to tell Tiffany. Oh, yeah, right, dude. I'd like to see his response to that. Sometimes people need to learn the hard way. Wow. This is from Tom Sandoval. I guess my IG Live is about to end, so I'm just going to start a new one. Okay? I don't know. I must be still on probation or something. It says I only have 1 minute left. So rejoin on IG or just come to YouTube. Hold on. I will fix that later. I'm going to go live again. Wow. This is what... Come on. Come on, Instagram. I didn't even do anything. I don't know. Did I do something? All right. I'm reconnecting that one. Okay. So looking back, like, Jax he was the villain, right? And we know Jax is not innocent and, like, he's done some messed up stuff. But I kind of see where he gets that I'm the number one guy thing, because he really did. He kind of was like that, and not in a good way, but like he was. So yeah, I believe that they were double dating. What is this clip? Just more evidence of, Tom Sandoval saying, I really want Jax to learn his lesson. Because he cheated on his girlfriend. He's like, why does he get away with this or whatever? It's like, come on, dude. Oh, here's a clip of him in a Speedo, like fake humping Shayna. Not fake humping, he is humping. Humping Shayna on her bachelorette party. It's been creeping since season 3. Oh, and then Vanderpump Rules party. If you're on IG, come join us on YouTube because I'm sharing my screen. There's a video of Raquel and Joe dancing the night away, and it just creeped me out. Like, this is, I mean, maybe it is true love. Maybe this is who they're supposed to be with, these two girls. I don't know. It just makes me feel ill. Oh my God, did I just say it like Whitney Rose? I need to heal. Oh, so this is another clip. I shouldn't have to ask you to lie for me. Stop ratting us out. That's to Jax. That is a huge, huge, huge red flag. Like, I don't even have to gather more evidence. Like, there's so much of Tom Sandoval. This scene, though, oh my gosh. Do you guys, so I got sick on Saturday night. I was like throwing up, and I'm like, what's going on with Scandoval? But I was like out of pocket for a couple hours, and I put Vanderpump Rules back on, and what brought me back to life was this scene where Tom and Kristen, they're talking, and Tom's crying, and he's like, I thought we were going to spend the rest of our lives together. And Kristen wipes the tear. Like, I don't know, maybe it is because this group is in Hollywood, and like they want to be actors and everything. It was just like, I don't know, it made me laugh so hard, and it just feels like Tom might be living for this moment. Like, I think he might want this moment again. Like, it wasn't enough for him before. He wants to keep doing it, but like bigger and better in his mind. So yeah, someone Someone pointed out, this is from Pump Rules, how Tom Sandoval and Raquel started like dressing the same with their houndstooth blazers. Dude, it's getting creepy. I mean, it is creepy. Also, we've seen in season 10 with Raquel, Peter and Raquel started dating, and Lisa had to remind him twice this season not to date Steph. And as I'm watching season 3, she told him back in season 3 not to date Steph. Why did she have to tell him again in season 10? I don't like that. Like, come on, Peter, you can do better. Oh my gosh. There was a period of time in season 3 where Kristen and James were together, and James was like going along with all of this Tom Sandoval takedown stuff. And I'll be honest, I love them together as a duo. Like when they have a common enemy, it's like might even be better than Lala and James when they have a common enemy, because they're like vicious and chaotic. But Kristen and James together, that's like powerful. I rewatched the Miami girl scene. This was like so awful. Like I said, I went down a little hole. I read an article, and people are, I don't want to say the word, rhymes with grape, but they're saying like what happened was really, really messed up. I don't want to get into the details of it, but yeah, Tom totally is guilty with the Miami girl, and we need to hear from Miami girl because she needs justice too. Justice for Kristen, justice for Miami girl. He literally just got up and walked away. And at one part, she's like, we had sex. And he goes, no, we didn't. She goes, Jax will tell you. And he goes, Jax was at the beach with another girl. So he admitted in that moment that he was alone with her. But he's just denying that they had sex. Ugh. And then he's like, this crazy stalker. Like, this is what's wrong with men, I think. Not all men, but just that whole like, oh, she's crazy thing. This is emotional abuse, okay? Let's be honest. These guys are not going to get away with this stuff anymore. This is 10 years ago. Things are changing. And I have to say, Kristen, even though she had sex with her boyfriend's best friend while he was sleeping, she still, despite all that, had the dedication and determination to out Tom Sandoval for his lying and cheating. And I have to say, I think it was admirable. Like, it takes like a set of balls to do that. So I'm excited for Kristen's return. Hope, with the disclaimer, I hope that they address like the reason why she was fired to begin with. Yep, here we go. This is the scene where he admitted that they were alone together. Oh, and this is, okay, so then Lisa confronted him after, and she's like, you don't just leave your shift or your post, your bar, you call security or whatever. And he's like, I don't want to do this. This is the best thing. She should have fired him right there. Oh, so Vanderpump Rules party posted on March 18th. Ariana was making her first public appearance since Scandoval broke, and it was at the, what's this place called? Upright Citizens Brigade. And it was like how to make the best sandwich or something. I didn't watch it, obviously, but she looked great, and it was, I guess, a great crowd and good energy. She looked happy, so we're happy to see that, right? Shayna's weddings, plural, have been triggering me. The way she was with her first wedding it just reminds me of why I hate weddings to begin with. Like, weddings should not be so exhausting like this. Like, it should be like fun and happy and like, ugh. Shayna's the worst with weddings. I can't. Oh yeah, so now we're like into Monday, I think. My husband and I both have been sick and we had two sick kids. Like, ugh. This week has been hard. Ooh, so then this week also, this is from It's a Bravo World. Jax posted that him and Brittany were on their way to New York. Let's see what else. Just random things. Oh, so Andy kept saying and insisting that the episode that was shown was not re-edited. And I did a poll. Do you think the episode was re-edited? Majority said no. 24% said yes. I feel like I wouldn't put that past them, but also I didn't think that episode last week was anything like wild. I don't know. Oh, Ryan Bailey, he just released a bunch of photos that he had been sitting on, I guess, that show more Easter eggs of Joe and Raquel. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Yikes. Dude, I totally thought this was Vicky for a second. Okay, so the mid-season trailer. When did it come out? Oh, by the way, I have this great idea. And I really, truly think this is a great idea. I kind of feel like Kristen Doute should use this moment to revive the show Cheaters. Do you guys remember that show Cheaters? That show, it was very chaotic and they probably could improve on a lot of things. But I feel like that would be an amazing show for her to be the host of. Can you imagine her outing all these cheaters? It'd be so good. My only concern is this guy, Joey Greco. I think he may have been stabbed on camera during one of the shows. So we would have to make sure that there's safety precautions in place if they were to revive this show. But I don't know. I think it'd be a perfect fit. Ooh, Byway Hello Drama reposted from Good Golly Miss Molly. Ariana Maddox wants to send a huge message to Tom Sandoval and Raquel Leviss at upcoming VPR reunion. It's going to be wild. Ooh. She is planning on coming in calm, cool, and collected, but also say her piece. I'm scared. It's going to be wild. I'm scared. This is happening like right now, by the way, like live. Okay. More evidence of Tom being a narcissist and a liar. We hate you, Tom. Yep. So we heard the trailer was coming out soon. This is me patiently waiting. Okay, so then the trailer drops on the 20th, 3 days ago. And I'm going to try to share it. For those of you on YouTube, I'm going to try and share this. How do I do that? Stop screen. I have the... And I'm going to play it like double time so that hopefully I don't get in trouble for copyright. Hold on. Let me... I'm going to share, present, share screen, window. All right, let's cross our fingers and hope we don't get banned or anything like that. I'm going to do 2 times just to make it faster too. Full-blown love affair. For you to die. For you to die. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. So much there to unpack. So, let me go back to... where's my movie? Quick time. Where'd it go? Here it is. Oh, okay. Got it. So much to unpack. I mean, they show Ariana and Katie getting the space, which we just saw last night on last night's episode. They're talking about putting in their letter of intent on that space that's only like 5 doors down from Pump or Sir. I'm not sure which one, but it's in that LVP Boulevard area. So that's great. And it has all the kitchen equipment. So you might have heard them say second generation. They don't have to build out a whole kitchen. So that saves them a lot of money too. And it's cute. It's like 750 square foot for a sandwich shop. I think that place looks perfect. And I guess it has a patio as well. I think they can do so much with it. So Tom is all worried that, like they're going to open before them. You see Shayna and Raquel talking, saying like Shayna was the OG homewrecker, now Raquel is, and they show Raquel kissing Tom Schwartz. I believe the Tom Schwartz thing was part of Scandoval's plan. I don't think we'll get to her little TMZ thing, but so Katie's obviously pissed. Then they show Raquel making out with Oliver, who's married with kids. Then they show Raquel and Tom in the pool together. Then they show James talking to Allie saying he wants to F the out of Raquel. And Allie's just like disgusted. By the way, I really like Allie. Katie said she's going to light them on fire. Lala's trying to like warn Allie. I think Lala's in love with James. I after rewatching season 3 and 4, I think I am convinced that Lala is in love with James. And then James says to Lala, should I ask Allie to marry me? And then Lala gets pissed, which is even more confirmation in my eyes. And I kind of hope, I don't know, if James really loves Allie and Allie really loves James, I think they should get married. I said it. Then you got Tom saying like, we only have sex 4 times a year or whatever. Still no reason to have a full-blown love affair, Tom Sandoval. People got worked up over Ariana being topless in a pool with another man. That man has been confirmed to be her friend, really good best friend who, I guess he said he's gay. I don't know if he said that. He implied it. Something like that. I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Then you see, okay, this scene, this one clip with Tom Schwartz on the couch saying open relationships are tough. Like, why is he saying that? Why are they trying to push this open relationship thing? Then you see Shayna with the bucket hat saying a full-blown love affair. Oh my God, Shayna, bucket hat. What else? I can't do... Oh, sorry, having technical issues. Okay. Then you have... Oh, Lisa's like talking to them. Oh, no, wait. Raquel says, I don't regret our relationship. I don't know who she's talking about here, but the way she says it seems so... I don't know. I won't say anything. Shayna's like, I am so filled with rage. I kind of feel like she may have hit her. Then you see Ariana yelling. Ugh, the way she says for you to die literally gave me chills. But anyways, okay, let's go back. Oops. So Andy on radio, Andy SXM, he was saying, because people were concerned at this point, no one had been confirmed for the reunion. We know there's a restraining order between Raquel and Shayna, and somebody asked Andy, and he's like, we're gonna do our best to make it happen. And he sounded very confident that they're gonna make it happen. Even people picked up the headline. Vanderpump Rules. Ariana Madix confronts stranger Tom Sandoval after split and says she wants him to die. So then I go through, I'm like reposting all my old stuff. I'm going to skip that. Wait, what's this? Should Sandoval be banned from Coachella? 83% say yes. I'm still working on gathering that supporting evidence. Katie and Shayna both commented on the trailer. People are asking, like, there's this one scene, Bravo Holics has it up here, but when Lisa Vanderpump was like crying and she was like, I want you all, whatever, I don't know what she was saying, but every single person looks distraught except for Raquel, who's smiling, and it's just kind of creepy. Let's see. Moving on. I started blocking people this past week. It was great. Tom, for you to die. Lightning bolts are triggering me hard, people. Don't send me a lightning bolt. Okay, here we go. Real Moms of Bravo posted. This is from Dumas. Guess who's coming back from a family getaway in Tucson, Arizona? Sandoval. Guess whose family lives in Tucson? Ugh. That makes me want to just lose my mind. Look. See this pimple? It's from Tom Sandoval. I blame it on him. Okay. So yeah, here's evidence from Face Reality 16 that Raquel's family lives in Tucson. And there's a post from December 20th, 2021, dang, where she's talking about putting she wrote, I'm missing my little Graham Bam so much. He's been staying with my mom and dad at their house in Arizona while I figure out a more permanent living situation. His grandpa rents have been taking him on nature walks every day and give me daily updates. Can't wait to see him for Christmas. So Sandoval has been hanging out with the fam in Tucson. That just bothers me. Page 6 put up Clue Scandoval edition. If there was a Scandoval edition, it was Sandoval at Coachella with a lightning bolt. Okay, so I knew this was up for a while, but I thought they would have taken it down already, but apparently not. I went to Raquel's Instagram account, why it's not deactivated, I don't know. Like, I don't think I would have my account up. But anyways, in her story highlights, there's a Halloween story highlight, and it's Tom Sandoval dressed as Raquel. They show Ariana there. This is like 3 minutes of footage that is still up on her account, proving like their affair, showing the audacity in her stories. And it's just so disturbing to me. If you want to go see it and have your nightmares haunted for the rest of your life, you can go check it out on my Instagram. Oh my gosh. What else? So Katie mentioned in a podcast, I believe, that Tom Sandoval's mom knew about Raquel since December. And we've seen Sandoval's mom on the show before, so it's like kind of more disturbing. Like, it's already disturbing to begin with, but like, I'm scared. Like, this is so next level. There's scenes with, I'm calling her Mickey Rourke hands because she's a firefighter, and even Tom Sandoval said, he's like, you should feel my mom's hands sometimes. They're like Mickey Rourke's hands. So Mickey Rourke hands new since December. I just need to know, like, how did that conversation even go down? Like, did he manipulate her really hard and was just like, oh, she just doesn't have a family, and, you know, she's just tagging along, and like maybe they slept in separate rooms and like snuck in at night, I don't know. Or did he tell his mom, and like, how was she okay with it? Like, did she not say, son, do what's right, this is not right, you need to fix this? Like, I don't have any sons, I have all daughters, but I can't imagine having a son and that happening, because it'd be like, I feel like it would be worse as like a guy, you know, whatever. But like, if my daughter did that, I'd be like, hell to the no. What are you trying to get popped? Just kidding. I just thought of Lala in that moment. So I don't know. It's very disturbing to me that Mickey Rourke hands knows. There's scenes of them together. It's disturbing. Pump Rules fans, I want to give them a shout out because they posted the original fangirl costume of Raquel, and Raquel put that in her story highlights, and then they show Tom Sandoval dressed as Raquel. So I think this is the inception right here of the ghastly, absurd Halloween costume. Very disturbing. Blocking people. Okay, so page 6 posts. Raquel Leviss empathized with fellow former pageant queen Brianna Durdek, announcing she has been diagnosed with autism. Quotes, I can relate, heart, 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 the Pump Rules star commented, who has been relatively quiet on social media since her affair with co-star Tom Sandoval. More details are at the link in bio. I'm not going to go to it, but I just find it disturbing that this girl she hasn't deactivated her account. That says volumes. But then she is still on and then chooses to interact in this scenario. It feels gross. I'm not even going to go into it. I don't want to go into it. Don't forget my blog post is up from day 19. Here's Tom Sandoval. Sometimes actions have consequences. You're damn straight. Sheena watching the reunion drama. So then we get Jax and Brittany making their rounds in New York, and Jax was adamant about a few things. One, he thinks that Tom prayed. I don't know if he said the word prayed, but Tom knows he can't control Ariana, and he knows he can control Raquel, so that's why he is doing what he's doing. That's Jax's commentary. And also he said that Tom Schwartz knew, that Tom Schwartz told Jax that he knew. And Jax said that, I think he said Jax told Schwartz, or no, Schwartz told Jax that Schwartz told Sandoval that he needs to end it. But I don't know. This is all very messy, messy, messy. Ooh, so I thought this was kind of cool too. Scandoval made it to court TV because they are talking about the restraining order. And my biggest takeaway from that that video is that they said that they might be able to have cameras in the courtroom. They're going to go check to see if they can. So fingers crossed, people. I just can't believe how big this has all gotten. Paparazzi's out stalking Ariana, stalking Raquel. Bywig Hello Drama posted Vanderpump Rules star Tom Sandoval to play free Houston show amid cheating scandal. I think it was supposed to be free anyways, and I guess it's part of like a concert series that's like maybe paid for by the city or something. I don't know. But here's some tea for you. Let me pull up my chair. I haven't really talked about this that much yet, but since we're on this topic, at BravoCon, I was with Ariana, I was with all of them pretty much. I think Lala wasn't there, James wasn't there, Katie wasn't there. But like Schwartz was there, Raquel was lurking, Ariana was there. I'm trying to think of anyone else from... Shayna was there. Yeah, Shayna was there. Brock was there. And I'm just sitting with Ariana. It's us two. Tom was there for like a second. And her and I were talking. I was like, oh, so this must be like, Tom must get like paid extra because of his concert or whatever. And she's like, no, he's losing money because he has to pay the band members. And I was like, wait, what? And that he came up right in that moment. I was like, wait, Tom, they didn't pay you, Bravo didn't pay you to perform your show? And that was very like a weird red flag to me, because they charged $150 a ticket for Tom Sandoval's show. And granted, I know you have to like pay for the venue, but how does Tom not get anything from that show? Like, what? How did this come about? Did he insist on playing? Like, I don't get that. And so, because I asked him straight up, I was like, why wouldn't Bravo give you any of the ticket, like profit? That makes no sense to me. So something was already off, and that's kind of like when he walked away. But I'm glad Ariana got rid of him, because I don't think he's a good investment. Oh, this was funny. So Candace was interviewed by Bryce Sander, and he asked about Scandoval, and she's like, why is everyone so upset? Someone cheated on somebody. Like, what? Where's the beef? It's like Barack and Michelle are divorcing. Like, why is it so serious? And then Bryce says that they've been in a monogamous relationship for nearly a decade. She's like, oh. And he's like, and they basically like adopted Raquel to like come live with them. And she's like, the pageant girl? She's like, oh, okay. And then I reposted and I was like, I love this. I love the crossover with Candace commenting on Scandoval. But I wrote, also, Tom dressed up as his mistress for Halloween, girl. Like, hello. And she even reposted that because I don't think she knew. And I'm like, that is the headline. Hello. Anyways, so I have this theory that Tom Sandoval, I took a picture of him from season 3, compared it to like more recently. And, he's got the like mustache. He just looks like he's got this whole creeper vibe going on. And I almost feel like Tom Sandoval probably purposely tried to start looking more creepy to like fit his storyline. Like, that's so on brand for him, I feel like. BravoCon news. Andy, I haven't been watching Watch What Happens Live, but I keep hearing that it's going to be in Vegas and probably like first week of November. So everyone buckle up and get ready for that. Here's Raquel. So still, this is March 21st. This is 2 days ago. We still didn't know on Tuesday if Raquel was going to be at the reunion. Let's see. James Kennedy. So James Kennedy has been doing See You Next Tuesday. Oh, wait, this isn't the clip. There's another one. I'll get to it. Oh, I got this clip of Tom saying, I'm a effing badass effing friend to all my friends. I effing take care of them. I do whatever they effing need. I never effing stab them in the back ever. Checks goes over. And you guys effing talk shit about me like I'm a backstabbing, selfish piece of shit. You, Shayna, effing everybody. Checks like, I can't. He just walks away. But, oh my gosh, talk about hypocrite, man. Wait, at some point, Raquel did confirm that she was going to the reunion. Oh, here it is. Okay. Bravo by Gates. Raquel is attending the VPR reunion in person to face her co-stars. This got confirmed yesterday. And then Bravo by Gaze reported, Entertainment Tonight is reporting Shayna will also be attending the VPR reunion in person. And I guess what I read is that they're going to, Shayna's going to go first, I think, and then she has to, like, leave when Raquel comes. I'm not really sure. Let's see. Yeah, I think Scandoval dislocated my rib. I told you I was in urgent care for 3 hours yesterday. Wait, what? VPR reunion intel. There will be an exclusive interview during reunion with just Ariana and Tom. This is posted by Dumas, reposted by So Bad It's Good with Ryan Bailey. He said this is going to be like an emotional UFC cage fight. Yeah. Andy's even getting ready. Let's see. Okay, this is just not related, but I'm going to insert this in because that's what my platform is for. High Times magazine posted that Tennessee legislators demand return of children to parents after marijuana possession arrest. If you go to my stories, look at this article. 5 children were physically removed from their parents over 5 grams of weed. And it's heartbreaking to me. It makes it literally, I started crying when I read it. It's so awful. Like, nobody should get their children taken away for weed. That's ridiculous. But I'm going to move on. Okay. Okay, so then yesterday. This is yesterday, people. Like, I cannot. We had a bunch of TMZ stuff happening. We had a new episode. We had Watch What Happens Live with Jax and Brittany. And then today we have our reunion being filmed. So Raquel arrives in LA for the reunion, and at the airport, she has a mask on, and she just is nodding her head like, yeah. And he's like, are you going to reconcile with the rest of your cast? And she's like, yeah. And I don't know if that meant she thinks she really is, or if she was just like nodding, like not saying anything. And I was like, okay, good. She's not saying anything. Like from a PR standpoint, like production standpoint, I'm thinking she shouldn't be, right? If TMZ is like catching her or whatever. But then, and I'm like, okay, she did okay. But then, well, first, before I go to the big stuff, Ariana Madix pivots from Vanderpump Rules Scandoval to co-star opposite Megan Good in Lifetime movie. This is amazing. That was reported by Deadline. Oh, okay, so here's a video of DJ James Kennedy. So he's playing The Boy's a Liar, The Boy's a Liar. And then he turns off the music and he goes, Sandoval's a liar, Sandoval's a liar. Which I thought was hilarious, obviously. Love James Kennedy. Okay, so here is, I'm going to switch. I'm going to show this clip in 2 times double speed because hold up. I don't want to get copyright issues, and also it's long. It's like 4 minutes. Liar. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. That's what she's doing. Who is this guy interviewing her? She said she's been off social media altogether. That's not true. This guy is like leading the witness. Lies. I think Tom Schwartz knew. Rumor. She's saying the rumor is not true about the threesome. What do you guys think? Do you think there was a threesome? I don't think there was a threesome, and I really don't want to believe that there was a threesome. But even if there was a threesome, oh my gosh, what is going on? Something is playing. What is happening right now? Sorry. Something is playing in my earbuds and I don't know why. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's YouTube. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay. Let me go back to sharing my phone so you can all see the stories. So I think she's lying about Tom Schwartz knowing. Because Jack said he does know. And this whole thing, do you guys think it's staged? Was the TMZ interview staged? Like, why is she just sitting outside Blush Nail Salon like Bernie Sanders? Which actually, someone posted about that. Let me see if I can get to it. All right, James Kennedy, there we go. Oh, so Jax and Brittany have a new podcast coming out, When Reality Hits with Jax and Brittany. That was their big news. It's coming out March 28th. Us Weekly has a quote from Lala. The only time I start adopting a man's behavior is if I start effing them. Why did you say that? Oh, so do you guys think Shayna hit Raquel? I don't know. Like, I didn't like that she's like, I have a permanent scar. How do you know it's permanent? It's only been like 2 weeks. I don't know. I didn't like that. What else? Oh, the whole Schwartz thing. I think he was basically Sandoval's cuck. And I think he definitely knew about it. Oh, yeah. So last night I couldn't watch Vanderpump Rules in real time because I was in urgent care and the TV didn't work. But, let's see. I did wind up watching it late last night. Okay, let me get to it. Oh my gosh, Spencer Pratt is so funny. He's like, I didn't want to have to comment on this, but this girl, he's like saying how stupid this whole thing was he implied that she set it up, and he's like, why would you do that? You could have used everything that you have as leverage for your next season to re-up your contract, to get more money, all that stuff. And I just love that Spencer's wearing his big crystal necklace as he's going off about Raquel. All right, so then I start watching. Okay, last night we see Raquel and Charlie show up at guys' night, and I have to say, I freaking love James Kennedy because he, right away, he's like, ding, 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 like, this is not okay. What is going on? He texted his girlfriend to tell her what was going on. Like, I really feel like James is doing the right thing with Allie, and he's, like, trying to build trust, and he said it himself. He's like, I told Allie this is going to be a guy's night, and, you know, whatever. So he left. Like, what a good boyfriend, James Kennedy. I love that. But Raquel's, like, almost bragging about how she, like, was talking to Lala or whatever, calling her a mistress and stuff, and it was just really crazy how she goes, I was just being young and single, living my life, and the girls literally set me up to make me seem like I'm only chasing guys that they're interested in. And that's when Sandoval looks at her like, go on. Like such a creep with his, ugh, can't take it. Lala last night, I'm sorry, Lala talks such a big game, and that's why she's so entertaining, because I'm like, I just like shake my head every time. But I'm sorry, the whole, wait, is this reunion seating? Hold on. Dropping the Pump Rules reunion seating charts here, and yes, both are happening. Yes! I'm reposting this one. Guys, we have the seating. You want to look at it? Okay, let's look at it. We just got it. This in. See, this is good why we're live, because, okay. So the top we have, it looks like dental impressions or something. So obviously we have Andy in the middle, Lisa to one side, Ariana in the other seat. Then you have Scandoval, Raquel, and then Schwartz. Raquel is in between Tom Sandoval and Schwartz. And then on the other side from Andy, it's Ariana, Katie, James, Lala. And then I guess Raquel's out, and they replace Shayna on the end. Schwartz moves over. Wow. Shayna's probably like, man, I got shafted. Oh my God, what do you guys think about this? I just reposted to my stories. Okay. I can't wait. Oh, this is so good. As soon as I finish this, there's probably going to be so much more information that comes in. So bear with me, guys. Hang in there. Hold on, let me go back. Ugh. I'm going to go all the way through this now. I post a lot of stories. Okay. It was Sexy Unique Memes who put Bernie next to Raquel in front of Blush Nail Salon. I Live for Bravo said it's giving the talented Miss Ripley. Dude, I'm telling you, like, that was definitely staged, right? Let me know if you guys think it was staged. Let's see what else. Spencer. Okay. All right. So Lala last. I'm sorry, like, I'm all about sex positivity and Lala getting her groove on, but she's just so gross when it comes to her flirting and everything. Like, she could just, I don't need to know all this stuff. And the way she oh my gosh, it's just, I can't. She does need a dating coach. So then I also said, I think Allie is good for James. So they show a scene with James and Allie going to get their tarot cards read. And I don't know. I met her in person for a very short time, but I just got really good energy from her and her mother. The fact that she was there with her mother at BravoCon made me feel like, well, for one, James had each Bravo Lab had their own tickets that they could give. Most gave to their like publicist or their stylist or their makeup artist or whatever. James must have gave his to Allie and her mom. And I think that's so sweet and endearing. Like they traveled together. Like when I saw them come in, I went up to them and introduced myself, and they were just really nice. And I just feel like maybe this is what James needs, and I'm scared that James is going to mess it up, but I really like them together, and I really like that he is purposely putting in a lot of effort to try to make her comfortable. They talked about, the wedding, Shayna's wedding. I freaking hate weddings. Like, I feel, especially for a destination wedding, if you're a single person, you should automatically get a +1. Like, I don't expect any of my single friends to travel alone and be alone in a hotel in a destination. Like, I can do that myself, but I don't expect others to do that. And I just think, like, I hate old school wedding etiquette. It just annoys me. But he was so sweet. He's like, so can I just ask, like, what are we doing between these hours? Allie's going to be there and she's going to be alone. And I thought that was so sweet. Like, he actually, like, is really considerate of her. And he said, like, he's trying to make sure that they don't have any, like, room for mistrust and things like that. So I am so here for them. And this scene, I love his confessionals. Raquel's effing up not only what I've got going on, but she's effing up everyone's relationships. She's trying to make out with Schwartz. Whoops. Raquel's effing up not only what I've got going on, but she's effing up everyone's relationships. She's trying to make out with Schwartz. Katie's not happy about that. Her and Lala in Vegas, toxic as beep. And because it's like perfect Raquel, there's no consequences to her actions. I mean, let's point the finger for a second. Oh my God, he's so funny. And he's right. Okay. So earlier I mentioned my background as a professional, and I've been watching the Toms and cringing throughout this whole process through all of their business ventures, because I'm like, these guys don't know what they're doing. And this scene, Tom Sandoval's, his body language is so obnoxious to me. The way he's like, we got to do it. Oh no, we need like 80,000 more. Like, he's just infuriating. Like, and Lisa even said, you should be working 24/7 on getting this restaurant open. And instead, this man is playing rock star with his band and like doing other stuff. Like, dude, get your restaurant together. It's so ridiculous. And I'm so glad that Ariana and Katie, they did the smart thing and hired a business consultant professional who can actually help make progress and look at their business plan. Look at what are their profit margins? What is their expected estimated, revenue in the first year, first 3 years, all those things. And just, I felt like this was such a beautiful moment for women in general, like women entrepreneurs. This was amazing because they talked about how they learned from the mistakes of Tom and Tom, who just like got locked into a place and had to start paying rent without having all of the details listed out. Like, that would not be okay for any like normal business to just be like, okay, we're going to start paying rent and then we'll figure it out later. Like, no, we need to know the projections and like how much is going in, how much is going out. Like, they just drive me nuts. But I'm so glad that Ariana and Katie are set up for success way more than these clowns. Also, I find this outfit from Tom Sandoval highly offensive. I don't know. It bothers me a lot. What is he wearing? What is this? I think this is part of his plan. His whole like villain story. He's trying to like look like a prisoner with the stripes. I can't. again, Shayna's wedding. Oh, so this scene, I posted a clip, or I posted this clip in my reels. I feel like this is Raquel's Kaiser Soze moment. This to me felt like the real Raquel, where Shayna was telling her like, "Oh, Lala said you're weak," and Raquel's like, "Obviously, I'm not a weak fucking bitch." Like the look on her face, that felt the most genuine I've seen Raquel, and it was when she was showing her true colors. I think this is my opinion. Poor Ariana. Ariana's sitting here defending Raquel, saying like, "Oh, they were probably picking on Raquel," which they probably were, they were, but still, it's so hard to see how great of a friend Ariana has been, and they go and do this to her. Loving James. Oh, this scene where Raquel finally confronts Lala. She goes, "You're giving Mistress Bimbo vibes." Somebody shoot me. Like, is this projection? Is this like jealousy? Does she want to be a Mistress Bimbo? She winds up being a mistress. Like, it's just so disturbing. Lala's reaction to her is so funny too. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Another thing that came up. Schwartz and Katie get into like a fight, and of course he's always on someone else's side, against Katie. But he said Katie is emotionally entitled, and that bothered me. I was like, what the F does that mean? Emotionally entitled? Like, shouldn't we all be emotionally entitled? What does he mean by that? I need more details, because I haven't seen her do anything that's like wrong. She's like expressing her feelings, and that's it. I don't understand what he means by being emotionally entitled. Maybe he's not emotionally entitled enough, and that's why he is a wussy pussy. Said it. Yeah, so Jax on Watch What Happens Live last night basically just ratted out Sandoval, said how Schwartz knew. It was great. It was great. And then now we're here today, reunion day. Lala's getting ready. Guys, I cannot believe this is all happening. Too much is happening. Kidding. Okay. So yeah. I'm like, I cannot believe is this real? Are we getting punked? That's what I want to know. Like, has this been a 10+ year long plot? Has Sandoval, like, it's like Inception. Like, did he, like, he knew he was going on a reality show and everything was going to be shown, and he's like been doing all this stuff right in front of our faces. And he's also, part of his brand is like, he's very much like extra, and I feel like he's living for this moment, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what to think. I'm just so disturbed. Oh my gosh. All right. I need to go because it's been like 2 hours, but that concludes day 21 of Scandoval. I do want to mention I have a special guest tomorrow. You probably already know him. Ryan Bailey of So Bad It's Good with Ryan Bailey is going to be joining me live tomorrow for a live stream, obviously to talk about Scandoval, but I also need to catch up with him because the last time I saw him was at BravoCon, and I have some funny stories of our time together at BravoCon, but also I have a video of Ryan's reaction, like just his, I guess it's a reaction. I don't know. I documented him walking into BravoCon for the first time because I had already been there, and he came a little bit later, and I was like, Ryan, like, it's crazy in there. And I don't think he understood. So it's very funny to watch, like, his eyes opening up and everything. So maybe I'll play that tomorrow. But yeah, it's on my YouTube somewhere. Make sure you follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can be updated when we go live for Cannabis Mom Boss and Bravo and Blaze. Again, subscribing, reviewing, sharing, liking, and or leaving a 5-star rating is incredibly appreciated and helps this show to continue to grow. See you next time, everybody.